Hello, welcome to the Scratch Coding class. In today's video we will be continuing the Lego Mindstorms Ev3 guide. We will be building a robot that throws ping pong balls, and if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe and let's get started. If you haven't checked out the other videos of this series, make sure to do so. Here I have the robot divided into two parts. We have the motor mechanism and we also have the driving base, and I think dividing this robot when building it will make it easier to understand. And let's get building the motor mechanism. These are the pieces that you need for the motor mechanism, and when you're building it, make sure that you have these pins as non-friction pins. Do not mix with these ones. And I think all the other pieces are really straightforward. Let's just get building. First step is to get a large motor, and then you want to add this piece here, then this piece here. The next step is to add a 15 long beam across here. This is where all the gears will be. And make sure you use a 7 long beam right here. And then you want to put this through. The gear can be added. Then you want to get this piece. You want to put it through the second last hole, like so. Add in this gear. And as you can see, the teeth are touching, which means they can mesh. And then you need to add this piece, like so. Next, get this, make sure it's a non-friction pin, put it through, and then you want to get a 7 long beam, attach it like this, get a non-friction pin, so this one, put it through, then get a 15 long beam, put it at the very last hole, and then you want to add this piece like that. So we can put a pin at the very end, then we can put another pin somewhere here, and then we just need to attach it. Take the 15 long beam, we're going to add a 3 long beam at the very end. So put pins in like this. Add the beam. Then over here you want to count 5 holes from the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. On the 6th hole you want to put a friction pin facing this way, and then add one beside it. Then put one of these blue pins through like this. We can add this angle beam like so. Then over here you want to add pins like this. Finally add the other angle beam. Next, get this 11 beam. Then you want to add one of these pieces here. Add 2 of these pins. Then you want to add an L-shaped piece facing this way. Finally add a 9 long beam on top. So we've got these 3 parts, we need to join them together. So first of all, get this part, attach the very last holes through this piece. Then over here we have this piece, add it through these pins like so, and then we have this piece, you need to add it on this hole right here into this pin. There we go. We need to now build a part that actually holds the ping pong ball in place. So we need these angle pieces. Then you need to add a 7 long beam through, but then you want to add 2 spacers in the middle. Continue to extend the beam, put this angle piece through, and then over here add a piece like this, and then we just push this through like that. Then we have these 2 pieces. We want to add a 5 long beam through, add a red spacer, then leave a gap add this or yellow spacer, and then finally add the next beam. Now we need to attach these parts to the motor. So over here we can simply put this through and then put this axle through this L-shaped piece like this. Then for the top we might need to break this out a bit, but basically we're planning to have it like this. Very good, that is the claw complete. You can simply just put a ping pong ball through like this, and then the gears right here, this will move this forward and then it will shoot the ping pong ball out if it moves fast enough. And you can notice here the gear ratio is very low, so it's a really high speed to launch the ping pong ball. These are the pieces that you'll need to build the driving base of this robot, and just to clarify, there are 13 of these black friction pins. First step is to get another motor. We're going to add pins at the very top. Now it's time to add the wheels to the motor, so you need this 9 long beam and then put it through the motor. On the left side we are going to add 1.5 spacers, and then do this, and then on the other side what we need to do is extend this axle a wee bit more, and then we put this quite far in. It really depends on how far in you want it to go. Just somewhere like this will work for the robot to be balanced. So for the back wheels, what we need to do is add a wheel here, and then you want to add a spacer at the very end so it can't move out. Then another spacer. Next, get these pieces, and then you want to add a red spacer, then put another one of these pieces, and then you need to add an axle extender like this. We maybe push this in a bit like that, and then add a 3 long beam, and then put the wheel and the spacer at the end like this. Now what we need to do is add some 5 long axles facing upwards. First we're going to add spacers, then we are going to add these pieces, then we are going to add another spacer, then these axle connectors, and finally these pieces. So this is basically going to attach on the bottom of the brick. Then over here we have a 15 long beam. I'm going to add a piece like this, then another piece like this, and we need one of these pieces to do it. So that is the 4th hole from the end. Like this. We just need these 3 long axles, and we can put them through. Add another spacer to each. We can get these pieces, doesn't matter what way round you put it, and then finally we can add these pins at the very top. Now we need to connect the beam here to this other beam, and we can just simply use one of these pieces. So put 2 holes in first, and then on the other side we can add this. Perfect. Now this needs to go onto the motor, so what we can do for that is put it at the very end like this. So the very last 2 holes need to be touching the motor, and we can just simply add one of these pieces. Like that. And I also realised I missed a piece when counting the pieces, so make sure you get the pieces that I showed you, but also get another 5 long axle, and then you want to put it through here. That just makes sure the beam does not move, so it's secure to the motor. And then we have this part. These are facing upwards, and the idea is we're going to attach it like this. So the 5 long beam can go here, and then right here you can add these pins to this beam, and then these pins to the other beam, but it's very difficult to do it all at the same time. Very good, that is the driving base complete. Adding the motor to the driving base is really straightforward. Just go here and put it like that, and then that is our ping pong ball robot complete. You just need to add wires to connect the sensors and the motors to the brick, which I'll do right now. Programming this robot is really simple. If you want the robot to move forward, all you need to do is just move the one motor that was controlling the driving base. So in this case, it would be motor B for me. But I recommend not really moving the driving base because it's not very stable. The only purpose of it is really just to make the robot stand up. But you can try it if you want at a low power and it will work. And then I'm going to program the touch sensor. So when the touch sensor is pressed, I want the robot to shoot the ping pong ball. It's really easy. You just need to move the medium, not the medium motor, the large motor clockwise, so motor A, and then you want it at a very high power, and I'm not sure how long. You can experiment. I'll go 0.8 seconds. So that's going to be it for today's video of the Lego Mindstorms Ev3 guide. If you enjoyed it, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.